Hi guys, Redneck Wannabe here. I hope all is well with you and your family today. I thought I would give you I guess kind of a mid-season, first year Back to Eden update. Just so if you're considering doing a Back to Eden, you at least know what you're going to get into. So right here, what you're looking at, this is my existing beds. So this is obviously not a first year Back to Eden. It's a lot of compost, and I have covered it with wood chips. But it's June 1st. We have had a very wet and cool spring. So you can see we got about an inch of rain last night, and we just have standing water. So I'm not going to go in there and get all wet. But I have Cherokee Purples here for the tomatoes. 50% of them took. The initial seedlings that I put out, the others I've had to replant, and I just planted them again. So hopefully that'll continue my harvest throughout most of the summer. And then the sunflowers are probably 4 to 5 foot tall, and then I've got some cosmos in there. And I just like to bring in the native pollinators, and I like flowers. I guess I'm just a funny guy. So cucumbers there, those have done real well. And then the squash back there, again, existing beds. I just put some compost down and then covered them with wood chips. And so last year I had my squash here as well. Some of them did well, some of them didn't, and that's kind of the case right there. Now the funny thing is on this bed right here, I've already killed a couple squash bugs, and I've already, I guess, got rid of squash bug eggs. On the new Back to Eden garden, I have not seen either. So I don't know what the deal is there. And then right back there on the far right, that is some cantaloupe. So hopefully this will take off. And sometimes whenever you go into a business and they have $1 in a picture frame for their first $1 of profit, well, here's our first harvest. So that'll make a decent dinner here in the next maybe week whenever we bring in some more. So, well, let's go out to the first year Back to Eden. And again, I put this in late August, 1st of September, and about a foot deep in wood chips. And so, mid-season, this is what we're looking at. So this row, I have German Johnson tomatoes. This row, I have Granny something tomatoes. I don't remember which it is. This, I have Bonnies that go about halfway, and then the rest is squash and zucchini. Right over there are cucumbers and cantaloupes. And then right here, I had eggplant, and I had tomatillos, and those have not done well at all. And I think a lot has to do with just, it's been a cool, wet year, and I think it was just the heat and the water that just have really stunted them, and they haven't done well. Some of them have been eaten off by bugs, and these I had to replant from seed, so hopefully I'll get some eggplant this year. But like I said, I haven't seen any squash bugs here like I have at my existing bed. And one thing that I'm not going to say concerned about, but I was just wondering about, is I had to dig the holes literally about a foot deep to get down to the dirt to plant the seeds. And so I was just wondering, man, is this going to be a magnet for insects? Yes and no. I don't know whether you call them pill bugs, roly-polies, or what have you. There's a bunch of roly-polies down in there, but there's no squash bugs, and I thought this would just be a haven for squash bugs. But like I said, haven't seen any seeds, haven't seen any squash bugs whatsoever. So, very pleasantly surprised there. But whenever I first planted these, they germinated real well. But then once they started to grow, they started to just peter out a little bit, get real yellow. And so I came back in with rabbit poo, and then I made a rabbit poo tea. And so I just put a 5-gallon bucket, filled it about a quarter of the way with rabbit poo, and then the rest of water, and I let it sit for about a week. And then I came out and I just poured it on here. And it seems like it's really made just a huge difference. And so that's all I've done. I haven't done anything else besides rabbit poo. And then that is a zucchini. Well, this is a compost pile that I had some extra compost. And so I just put it here because I always use it for my seedlings or whatever. And so on some of my original seedlings that I planted that I thought did not take, I just took the cup, poured all the compost back on here, and thought, well, I'll reuse it again. But this has come up from seed, and so there's, I don't know, 2 or 3 zucchini on there that are about 6 inches long right now. So I'm gonna let those grow, and I'm gonna let them go to seed, because my thinking is, man, that plant that's a tough plant, and I want those genetics, so I'm gonna let those go to seed. So weeds have not been an issue. I have the greenbrier, which, man, I hate that stuff, but this is some that I've pulled up. But you can see how that shoot, man, that can go down 12 inches to 2 foot down. So there's a tuber down there somewhere. So I hope if I just continue to pull it that they'll eventually go away. But on the outsides, there's been some weeds that have come in, but outside of that, this thing's pretty weed free. But anyway, first year back to Eden. It seems like it's doing really, really well. And so if you do back to Eden, hopefully this will give you some sort of an idea of what you have to look forward to your first season. So anyway, I hope y'all like this. Please comment. I really enjoy getting y'all's comments, because y'all are a lot smarter than I am, and a lot of you are much more entertaining than I am as well. So anyway, I hope this helps. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Bye.